September's update for Final Fantasy 15, which is numbered as patch 1.16, has now gone live on both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and as promised, it adds a decent amount of new story content into the main game. As we reported last week, the update was initially teased just over a week ago during an extended Final Fantasy 15 Universe trailer that was shown off as part of Square Enix's presence at the 2017 Tokyo Game Show. And in it, they showed off some screenshots for Ifrit, Shiva, Gentiana and Lunafreya. It therefore led to speculation that we would receive additional story details about the Astrals. And this has turned out to be true, as that's exactly what the additional story covers. For those of you who haven't finished Final Fantasy 15 yet, don't worry, we won't be covering the specifics of the new story in this video, we'll just be covering topics and themes, but if you want to be completely in the dark, I'd recommend you come back to this video at a later date. Right, now, for those of you who are interested, the new story content takes place during Chapter 12. If you therefore want to use the nifty Chapter Select option, you'll be able to access it pretty quickly. Unlike the previous story update, which was added alongside episode Gladiolus and was dubbed Chapter 13 Verse 2, this latest update has been integrated directly into progression of the main story. Upon meeting Shiva on the train, the story would progress as it normally would, but now, Noctis will be presented with different options for extended dialogue. And it's upon selecting these that you will find out more about the pasts of Ifrit and Shiva, as well as some interesting details about Solheim and the Great War of Old. There is also an extension to the cutscene between Ravis and Lunafreya that takes place in the Silly Blossom field that played at this point in the game prior to the patch update. It has now been modified to include Gentiana to add some additional context to the main narrative and also add a bit more emotional motivation for Noctis. My quick opinion about this story update is that Square Enix are on the right track with it, and if next year's proposed story updates are of a similar substance, then I feel as though that bodes really well for the wider narrative of Final Fantasy 15. If you've finished the game and are looking for a reason to dive back in, I'd recommend doing so just to watch these cutscenes. If you can't be bothered to do so though, I definitely recommend checking them out on YouTube. Now, as for the rest of the September update, it was actually quite minimal. The only real thing of note was that it saw the conclusion of the Moogle Chocobo Carnival event, which was in its second run following an earlier stint in January. This does of course mean though that if you didn't obtain the Dream Egg, then you probably won't be able to obtain the new outfit for Noctis that's available in the Assassin's Festival. That is of course unless they add another way to acquire it. Outside of that, the update fixed a few bugs in the Assassin's Festival such as unintended invisible walls, and they also fixed some other non-specific bugs within the core game. The patch also added 2 new fish into the game's archive, but they can't be caught yet. According to the official Japanese Twitter account for the game, they were actually added into the game by accident. So yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm sure they will be made available to catch in an upcoming patch update. Have you guys downloaded the September patch for Final Fantasy 15 yet? If so, let us know in the comments below what you think about what they've added into the game. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, share it around and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you'd like to become a Patreon supporter of ours and help this channel grow, please head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/FFunion. If you pledge even on the lowest tier, you'll get your name featured here alongside these immortal souls and gain access to an awesome giveaway that we have planned for the near future. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This is Daryl signing out. I will see you next time for more Final Fantasy videos.